Hello there guys, Francis Gray here, and today we're going to be scratch building our own static grass applicator. Okay guys, so if you don't know what a static grass applicator is, basically if you are making a diorama and you want some to model some grass and you want it to stand up on end, this is the way you got to do it. Basically, you've got to put an electrical charge through this stuff here. Now this is from Jarvis Countryside Scenics, and this is just a 2mm, so this is quite on the small side. Now you can get larger in millimeters, like 4, 6, etc. But for today we're just going to be using the 2mm. So you can get these online and pretty much in any hobby shop. You could definitely find it on places like eBay. So it is easily found if you go looking. So how are we going to make the applicator? Well, these are some of the parts that we're going to need today. So the main part is the bug zapper. Now, if you don't know what one of these is, basically you can find them in like Home Depot kind of stores, or just bric-a-brac bargain stores. And the premise behind it is basically when you've got like an annoying fly or mosquito in your home, and instead of trying to get rid of it the old way, basically what you would do is you just try and swat it with this, and yeah, and it puts an electrical charge through it, so it basically just fries the little insect or the bug. So, but obviously we're not going to be using that today. It kind of looks like a futuristic kind of tennis racket in a way, doesn't it? It's like something they would use in Tron or something. I don't know. But anyway, you need one of these, and we'll take this apart, and I'll go through that in great detail. You will need a little bit of longer wire. I've also got some assorted shrink tubing. Now you can use electrical tape if you wanted, but I prefer this stuff. You'll need batteries. You'll need somewhere to put your little accessories so you don't lose them, like the screws, etc. And you need some solder. And then you need something to apply the current through. So most people tend to use like a long nail or something. And then most people use a crocodile clip, and if I had one, I would use one, and I probably will swap it out for a crocodile clip later on, but for the life of me, I cannot find one anywhere, so I'm going to go with one of these instead. So basically I've just already filed a little groove in the middle there, and the idea is that houses the head of the nail, and then yeah, and then we can maybe I don't know, put a bit of hot glue down here or something to keep it in place. So yeah, we'll get to that at a later stage. So yeah, so first things first, let's crack on with this part. Okay guys, most important part is this here to keep all the extra parts. Now when taking this apart, this button here will want to just fall off, and this is really important, so you want to keep that. Okay guys, the little red button is really important. Okay, so now you might have noticed that there's a little light here. This I believe this I think it lights up green. Normally the red but I think this one's green. Now normally when some people put this together, they model it the other way around and then you can't see the light on, so it's probably a good idea to remember to try and model it also the light shines up. So anyway, well, I'm getting ahead of myself there. So first thing we want to do is we want to take this off. There we go. And we just want to take this apart. Okay guys, so this part here is clipped onto here, so we need to cut that off. And the same goes for this one here. And then last but not least, there's one final one on this one as well. Okay guys, so the first thing is we have 2 wires on this side. Now we don't need 2, we only need the 1. So just cut that off. Okay, so for the next part we need our actual strainer itself. So I'm going to use this. This is one of those colander strainers. And I believe this may be the stainless steel one. Now you will have a problem soldering to the stainless steel, so you might want to get one of the cheaper ones, but this is one I already had around the house, so I'm going to solder it to the actual mesh rather than the actual thing itself. So I need to make this look like it's going to fit inside here. So okay guys, I'm not going to put it all the way down because I don't want the metal of this to contact the positive and the negative of the batteries. So I need to fasten this in place of here like that. Okay guys, so I went ahead and unfortunately the other end broke off, so I couldn't really use that. But instead I think it might be a happy mistake because I think I can go ahead and I can use the original bracket to it all. So as you can see there, that fits in there pretty nicely. So what I'll do is I'll measure where I can cut up to, and then I'll cut that off flush. Maybe I can salvage that other end, maybe sandwich it, I'm not too sure yet. But for the most part, I think that'll probably work a bit better. So yeah, so let's mark off and cut. Okay guys, so I need to somehow fasten this into this here and make it so it won't move about. So between all the ideas that I have, the options are either Milliput, Aves epoxy modelling clay, or a lot of hot glue. I think I might try the hot glue route first. guys, for the most part that seems to have worked okay. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but it seems to have worked okay. So for the next part, let's see if that fits in okay. No, it's not really. I think it's the hot glue's melted this part here, so I'll need to drill that a bit thicker. Okay guys, that seems to have worked a bit better now. So for the next part we'll crack on with the wiring. Okay guys, so for the next part now we need to start aligning everything back up and getting everything wired up and soldered properly. Okay, so now we will have to go ahead and drill a small hole underneath because we need this wire to feed in and through the bottom.
Bottom.
Okay guys, so before I go ahead and feed it through, I need to clip off the end so I expose some wire. Okay guys, and I need to do the same with this one as well. Okay guys, this one now needs to be fed through the hole. Okay, so for the next part, now this needs to go up here and then feed through the wire mesh. Okay guys, so now that that's fed through, I need to feed the wires back through as well, back through the other way. Okay guys, I've just curled those over. So that is nice and tight now. Now we will go ahead and we'll add a bit of solder to that just to keep it in place. Okay guys, so now that all the main housings put together, we can go ahead and we can reattach the screws. Okay guys, so the button is now put in place and works, and then most importantly we have this little green light all lined up. So all the screws are in there nice and tight. So all that's left now, apart from soldering this bit, is attaching more wire to here. Okay guys, so I've got some extra strip wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut it to about here, I think. Give myself a little bit more extra room. And this is basically just so it can all be a lot more flexible. Okay guys, I'm going to try and use some of this shrink tubing. Okay guys, I'll go ahead and I'll add a bit of solder. And I'll do the same with this part here. Okay guys, so this can now go back up and over. Okay guys, so last but not least, I need to attach it to this nail, and then like I said before and earlier in the video, I wish I had a crocodile clip for this part, but unfortunately I don't. So I'm just gonna have to make do as best I can. Okay guys, so I think all that's left now is to put the batteries in. Okay, so I don't know if that's showing up, but the light is working. So there's one way to test is you can make the positive touch the negative and it will produce a bit of a spark. So yep, seems to be working. So for the next part now, we'll have to go ahead and do a live test. Here is my flock machine, and what we need to do is I'm going to water down some PVA glue, 50-50 with water in this little tub, mix it thoroughly, apply it to this, and then we'll add our flock, and then we might have to build it up in a couple of layers. Okay guys, that seems to have worked out rather well. So I'll go ahead, leave that to dry. I might add another layer on top, but for the most part I'm happy with that. So yeah, I'll see you, let this dry and I'll see you in the next bit.
Tomorrow for sure.
Okay guys, so I left this overnight to dry, and as you can see there, that this is just the first one layer, but that's worked really well. So it mightn't show up too much because it was a smaller flock, but as you can see there, it has stood up on end. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. So obviously I've took out where the feet peg systems are, so the figures can go ahead and be added now. But for the most part, I'm really happy with that. Now I'm going to leave this as is, but if you wanted to, just a suggestion, you could go in with more watered down PVA. You can put it probably in a spray bottle, and if you wanted to add more to this, you could gently go over and add a second layer of watered down PVA from a spray bottle, and then go in and add some more on top. Or you could go in and give it a simple quick blast of a matte varnish, and while it's still sticky, go ahead and add a second layer on, and then it just builds it higher and higher. But for the most part, I'm happy with that. Okay guys, so if you've enjoyed this build, please smash that like button and share it on Facebook and Twitter, because it helps new people find the YouTube channel, which I'm always appreciative. Thank you for your help. If you have any comments, comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on future builds. So once again, I'm Francis Gray, and this is the static grass applicator build, and I'll see you in the next video.